So after the Orlando shooting, many politicians have tried to capitalize on the tragedy and tried to score some political points because of it, and Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are no exception. So as of late, they've been sparring over who would be better for the LGBT community, and for me, I'm just sitting back laughing because this is just hilarious. So it all started when Donald Trump claimed that Hillary Clinton was actually less friendly to the LGBT community because she would allow refugees to come into the country who are Muslim, who would want to kill LGBT people. Take a look.
As far as gays are concerned, okay, think of it. They throw gays off buildings. They kill them. Countries that contribute to her foundation. And she should give all that money back to all these countries. It's tens of millions of dollars. So LGBT, the gay community, they kill gays in these countries. And she wants to have a 500, it's interesting. I've been saying a 500% increase, and I was actually corrected. It's 550% increase over what Obama's allowing in. So you tell me, who's better for the gay community and who's better for women than Donald Trump? Believe me.
So he said LGBT is starting to like Donald Trump very much lately. I will tell you, starting to like Donald Trump very, very much lately. He talks like a caveman. Look, I don't speak for all gay people, but just for me being a member of the LGBT community, I do not like you anymore. In fact, I dislike you very, very much. I won't say I hate you because I think that's a really strong word. I'm a bleeding heart liberal, tree hugger, and I don't hate anybody. I feel as though, I dislike people, but I wouldn't wish him any ill will or harm. So I don't like you anymore, Donald Trump. In fact, I dislike you more than ever. So I don't know if many gay people feel this way, but I would suspect that they don't like you. So now Hillary Clinton responded by saying, Donald Trump says he's the real friend of the LGBT community. Yeah, no. Except you've claimed that you're a real friend of the LGBT community, and my response is, yeah, no. No, because you're not, Hillary. You're pandering to gay people, and you're actually fooling a large percentage of them, but I'm not fooled. See, what you've done when you were First Lady is you lobbied for very harmful policies. You fought for DOMA, the Defense of Marriage Act, which banned marriage at the federal level, which thankfully was overturned by the Supreme Court in 2013. You also lobbied for Don't Ask, Don't Tell and supported that policy when your husband signed it into law, banning gay people from serving openly in the military, and that became a gay witch hunt, where they just sought out people who were closeted and kicked them out of the military. You supported these policies. Now, people will contend that, well, because you marched in a gay pride parade, you're the first lady to do so, you're actually our ally, and you've spoken out, at the UN for us. That's great, but I need those words to be put into action. You were also the last person in the Democratic Party, basically, to come around to marriage equality in 2013. So when your daughter was getting married, at that time, you thought that gay people shouldn't have the same right as your daughter. You thought that they were less than your daughter, that they should be second-class citizens. I just find that offensive. I'm sorry. So even though you're trying to do revisionist history and pretend as though you're an ally to us, you've done more to harm us than help us. So even though you're pandering to us and paying us lip service and pretending to be an LGBT ally, you're going to have to actually put those words into action and do something to help us. Just because we have marriage equality doesn't mean the fight is over. There are still many states where you can be fired just because you're gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. Are you going to propose legislation to stop that? I mean, it's just frustrating because she talks the talk, but Hillary Clinton doesn't walk the walk. If you look at her history, she's very much been against gay marriage.
Do you think New York State should recognize gay marriage?
No.
No. Okay.
I believe that marriage is not just a bond, but a sacred bond between a man and a woman.
Hillary Clinton, she'll say anything and change nothing.
Now, getting back to their scuffle, in response, The Hill explains that the businessman in turn, Donald Trump, called on the former Secretary of State to return donations made to the Clinton Foundation from countries that punish and even kill those who come out as gay. Right there, Donald Trump is 100% correct. But here's the thing about that. Donald Trump is no ally to the LGBT community. Even though he came out and said that he would allow transgender people to use the bathroom of their choice, he's no friend to you.
I am not in favor of gay marriage.
You sort of hesitate when you say that.
No, I'm not. No.
Any doubt or any...
No. I'm just not in favor of gay marriage. I live in New York. New York is a place with lots of gays, and I think it's great. But I'm not in favor of gay marriage.
The problem is he said that he would consider appointing anti-gay Supreme Court justices who would overturn the landmark marriage equality ruling. So you would strip rights away from us. So he believes that he's an ally to us, but at the same time, he wants us to be second-class citizens. He literally wants to take away our rights that we've fought for decades. Yeah, you're no ally to the LGBT community, buddy. But he does actually have a point about Hillary Clinton taking money from these homophobic, misogynistic countries where they do enslave women effectively and where they kill gays. I mean, look at Saudi Arabia. Women aren't even allowed to drive. And if they want to leave their house, they have to have a man accompany them. That has to be either their brother, their son, or their father. They're basically children under family law in Saudi Arabia, and they're not the only country. So Hillary Clinton, the fact that she can take money from these people and then still claim to be in favor of women's rights, well, that's just weird because you're in favor of women's rights at home but not abroad. So do you support all women or do you not support all women? When you say women, I don't want you to just say you support women in the US. I want you to support women around the world because we're all human beings. I want you to support gay people around the world. So yeah, I do think that she should give back her money that she took from these anti-gay countries. But Donald Trump has no room to talk. So in the end, these guys are both hypocrites. They both have a bad history. Now, the thing is that Hillary Clinton is probably a little bit better on LGBT rights because I don't believe she would actually undo our progress, but I don't believe she would do anything to further our progress. Donald Trump, on the other hand, he would actually take us backwards, and if he did appoint a Supreme Court justice who's anti-gay like he said he would do, well, then that would be horrible. That would be so horrible for many people in states where marriage equality was not legal until the Supreme Court ruled that it was constitutional. So these guys are both jokes, and it's embarrassing watching them both shame each other over who's the bigger ally to LGBT rights. Both of you are not an ally to the LGBT community. Get over yourselves.